tiny mass connected to a long, flexible, massless, inextensible string and suspended to a rigid support is called pendulum. If this pendulum or mass is given oscillatory motion, that is to and fro motion about a mean position, then it is called as simple pendulum. But conical pendulum is different. If mass is given motion in such a way that mass performs circular motion, in horizontal plane and string describes a cone, then it is called as conical pendulum. See this video, this mass of white color is performing circular motion in horizontal circle and the string is describing a cone, so this is conical pendulum. Now in today's lecture we have to derive expression for period of conical pendulum. Means when this pendulum completes one revolution, what is the time required for one revolution? We have to derive the expression for that period. Conical pendulum is a simple pendulum which is given such a motion that bob describes. Bob means this sphere, small heavy sphere, describes a horizontal circle and the string describes a cone. Now to derive this relation for period, we have to understand this figure. Try to understand various forces acting on the bob when the bob is performing circular motion in horizontal plane. In this figure, the first figure, when the bob is performing circular motion or conical pendulum is performing its motion in inertial frame of reference. And how will be the figure if the same motion is performed in a non-inertial frame of reference? First try to understand this first figure. What are the various forces acting on? In this case, see, consider a body of mass m revolving in a horizontal circle with constant angular velocity omega at the lower end of the string of length L, whose upper end is fixed. As the body revolves, the string sweeps over the surface of cone, and therefore this system is called as conical pendulum. Let the string makes an angle theta with the vertical. That means suppose the length of this string is L, theta is angle made by this string with vertical, and omega is angular velocity which is constant throughout the motion. The first figure in inertial frame of reference and second figure in non-inertial frame of reference. Various forces acting on the bob. Forces on MR. Now see, number one, weight mg acting vertically downward. This weight mg is acting vertically downward. Number two, tension T0 in the string acting along the length of the string. This tension T0 acts along the length of the string towards the point of suspension. Tension T0 is resolved into two perpendicular components. This tension T0 is resolved into two perpendicular components. These two components are, number one, this T0 cos theta, which is vertically upward and opposite to weight. So this T0 cos theta balances weight. So we have written this equation, T0 cos theta equal to weight mg. Suppose this is equation 1. Second component of this tension T0 is T0 sin theta, which acts as the centripetal force. Therefore, T0 sin theta, which provides necessary centripetal force, and from that we get this second equation, T0 sin theta equal to mr omega square. Centripetal force is given by this formula mr omega square, where m is mass of the bob, r is radius of circular motion. When this bob performs circular motion in horizontal circle, then that circle has radius. That radius is given by r, and omega is angular velocity which is constant. Now to derive the equation for period of conical pendulum, we have to divide equation 2 by equation 1. So divide equation 2 by equation 1. When we divide equation 2 by equation 1, what we get, see here. So in this equation now, m will get cancelled, t0 will get cancelled, and we get this next step. We have changed the sign. Left hand side is written on the right hand side and right hand side is written on the left hand side now. t0 is cancelled, m is also cancelled. Now from that, we get the next step, formula for omega square. This sine theta, this g goes on the right hand side in the numerator and this r goes on the right hand side in the denominator. So we have got this expression for omega square. So this is expression for omega square. From that we have to derive the expression for period of conical pendulum. Taking square root of both sides, we get this equation. Consider this figure. In first figure, you will see a right angle triangle. This point ACB, and in that triangle, if we use trigonometric properties, then sine theta equal to opposite side. That means opposite side r upon hypotenuse L. L is the length of the sling. From that, sine theta equal to r upon L. From that we get r is equal to L sine theta, and write this value of L sine theta in this equation. So we get this next step, omega is equal to under root g sine theta upon L sine theta into cos theta. Sine theta will get cancelled now, and we will get this next step. From this we have to obtain the expression for period of conical pendulum. Therefore, we know the relation between angular velocity and period, omega equal to 2 pi upon p. Keep this value of omega in this equation and we get next step. From this we can easily obtain the expression for period. From this step we get this step. T, which was in the denominator, goes in the numerator and 2 pi in the denominator. In the right hand side also we have to make the same change, denominator to numerator and numerator to denominator, and take this 2 pi on the right hand side, and finally we get the expression for period of conical pendulum. So this expression gives period of a conical pendulum. Period means time taken by this particle to complete one revolution. From that we can obtain the expression for frequency. Frequency is the reciprocal of period. Therefore, if we have this expression for period, then we will get the expression for frequency like this. N equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root g upon L cos theta. Period of simple pendulum depends on three factors. Number 1, radius of horizontal circle. Number 2, acceleration due to gravity. Number 3, angle of inclination. Now, what is first factor, radius of horizontal circle? Because we know radius is given by L sin theta. When theta and L changes, radius also changes. As this expression involves length, period depends on length, and radius depends on length. That means ultimately period depends on radius also. And length of pendulum.